Hi, my name's Began, and today I'm going to show you my office tour. I'm very excited about my office. It's the main reason we moved here, so we could have some office space. We spent a long time planning out how we were going to lay it out. I used Photoshop to lay out the layout and decide what to put in there. And then I watched YouTube videos, looked at Instagram, and then also the subreddit r/battlestations. Use that for inspiration. And I'll link my favorite YouTube video below that I got a lot of ideas from. So come on in and see my office. In my portion of the office. My husband works on the other side, right over there. I don't sit at my desk a lot and like hang out on the computer. I'm mostly taking photos at the desk and then also filling Etsy orders. So I have it set up for that. I also have this wall behind me set up for convenience, but also so I could have a nice filming backdrop. So I'll show you around how I have my my section set up to be functional for me. Behind me is my pegboard wall. The pegboards are from IKEA along with the hooks and accessories. When setting up my room, I wanted like a statement wall behind me for filming, and I thought this was the perfect idea. I already had all this wool and I use it for needle felting. You can see my little needle felt creations up there. And I thought it'd be perfect, all hung up here. I have it all labeled with the number and color. I buy it from a lovely lady on Etsy. And so I have the numbered, so when I run it low, I know which one it is and I can reorder just that color. So that's all my wool up here. This is, just tape and pens and stuff, stickers and my scissors. And then I have my Pantone guides over here and my Instax stuff. And then up here, these are just like some business cards or like pin backs that came from pins I ordered online or that I got in trades, and some silly things that also came with the pins. So I just have those up there. I like to see what other people are doing with their pins and look at it. So I have those right there. And then I have a bunch of washi tape here, and that's a good hack for when you're lining up your room. I used washi tape everywhere to plan out where things were going to go and see if it would fit in the room. And yeah, when I was ordering these boards, I used cardboard and I cut out the exact side to see how many to get. So that was really helpful. So yeah, this is my pegboard wall. For my workspace, we went with IKEA stuff. So we have the Alex drawers in gray down here, and then the Karlby countertop in walnut. So it's a really big surface area. Plus there's a ton of storage in all the drawers. My chair is a Herman Miller fiberglass shell chair. It's not the most practical chair if you're sitting in it for like a long period of time, but I don't really sit at my desk a long period of time. If I'm editing photos or video, I like to do that on the couch. So I'm normally just kind of like filling an order here or there. And then if I'm taking photos, I like to either be on my knees or have a little poof that I can sit on too, so I can kind of adjust my height to get a good photo. So that's my seating situation. And then this is my cat's bed. She loves to sit here. She's pretty much here all the time. She's only not here because she's confused because we're walking around the room. So she's wandering around. And then I have just a couple milk glass containers that I've collected from thrift stores. And I just like throw stuff in there. So I have like my memory cards, my memory card reader in there right now. All right, so I'm sitting now on my poof. I got it from CB2. It was around 100. I really like the way it looks with the large weave, and the ones at IKEA were just a tiny bit cheaper, so I got this one instead, and it's really convenient for me because I can use it for filming, but also at my desk when I'm taking photos. And then over here, this is one of my favorite things in the room. It's my printer cabinet. I have so many printers, and they're all hidden away, and they're all hooked up. I just have this one cord right here. I plug this into my computer, and I can print from any of my printers. And this is another IKEA cabinet. I think it's called Eket, but I'll link everything below. All right, so then in here are all my printers. I have this label printer that I use for printing labels, but also printing like SKU tags for Amazon. This is just a regular laser printer. This is my printer I use for printing shipping labels out on Etsy or to Amazon, anywhere. So that's my shipping printer. And then this printer is actually my husband's printer. He's working on doing a website for someone that uses this specific printer. I'll probably upgrade this one to switch them out when he's done with his project because this printer is much nicer. But for now, that's his printer. And then this is my scanner, and it scans super fast. So I use that for like scanning receipts, but also you can scan photos and everything. But yeah, when they're not in use, I just shut the door and I don't have to stare at them or their cords. So that's really nice. On top of here, I just have a couple books. I want to work on learning calligraphy to help with designing pins and just any other creative endeavors. So I recently got that. And then this plant is an alocasia poly that I actually got from Target for like $14.99. I don't know if it's just Target in Minneapolis or at Target everywhere, but the plant selection at my Target's amazing. And this is just an IKEA wireless charger, so I can set my phone there, my AirPods. And then this new addition is my tape dispenser, which I absolutely love because it holds the really big tape, and this tape is cheaper. And also I have an electric tape dispenser that I don't use very often anymore, but it fits that tape, so I can use it for both tape dispensers if I need the other one. And then over here I have like a cutting mat, a cork board, and like a cutting board, so when I'm like doing crafts, I don't mess up my workspace over here. So something I spend a lot of time doing is taking photos for Instagram and Etsy and Amazon. So I have everything set up so I can easily take photos and not make too big of a mess. So under here I have these IKEA bins, and I have felt, and I like to use this as my background for photos. So I have a bunch of those. And then in here, I have more small pieces of felt. These ones are what I use the most often. And I got these all from Target. I love them because they're like nice and stiff. And then I have like this reflective board, and then this like black one. So if I need to like cancel out reflections. And then I need a new one of these, but this is what I use for my background. It's like a piece of foam board, and you can see I have tape on it. And then I'll take this thing and put it up here, and then set up my felt, and then set up my props. So I have some more like props in here, like little blocks, and then I have my patches and some boxes and things in here. And then over here I have more stuff. So all my pins are in this drawer here, and they're just like on little cork pieces, so I can take them out and take a photo and then shove them back in instead of having them everywhere. And then I have some more kind of miscellaneous props in here, more boards, and then I have these clamps if I need these to like hold anything on. So those are nice if I need them. I also sometimes use binder clips. And then down here I have some more like camera stuff. This is my lens I use for taking photos. My macro lens, so I use this a lot, so that's down here, and just other camera stuff is in here. So I have all my drawers labeled. The first one I have like my pens and calculator in. This was for cutlery, but it didn't fit, so I used it for my pens and it works out well. So just some stuff in there. And then I have like notebooks, so I have like my notes I take when I'm learning Skillshare courses, and then my planner, and then just little legal pad that I try to sketch out what I'm going to make out of felt before I do it, and some other stuff in there. And here's my gift wrap. And so this is when I have to gift wrap orders on Etsy. I use this. I have this little template I made. So this is the exact size that I need the paper to be and the ribbon to be to wrap it. And I actually pre-cut out my wrapping paper. So it's good to go. And then I have like ribbons and stuff in here. And then these are our little cards that we send with pins. So that's my gift wrapping section. Then here are all my label makers. I have 3. It's kind of excessive, but I do use them all. So there they are. And then here's some more organization stuff. So I have like command hooks and wire ties and like these little Velcro things that I love, and adhesive Velcro. This stuff is amazing. I use it to like stick all my surge protectors like against the wall. So I love this. Just bought a new one because we were running low. So got a fresh package of that, and then like little felt things and everything. So I keep all that stuff down here because I'm always organizing stuff. All right, so back in this corner over here, I have my bubble mailers for shipping out Etsy. I have more in the closet, but these are ones to grab easy. And then in the drawers that you didn't see over here, these are my labels for my printers. And then the top one is my business cards, but these are actually the cards that go along with our pins and patches. So I have those up here so I can grab those easy. And then down here, I just have like some craft stuff. So hot glue, crayons, all that kind of stuff. And then in this bin here, that's where I put my outgoing Etsy orders. I throw it in there so I can, if it's not time to bring them down yet, if it's like the middle of the night or whatever. So those go there, and that's everything back here. All right, so this is how we keep track of all the tasks we need to get done. So I got these dry erase boards from Target, which I honestly wouldn't suggest these ones because they're kind of cheap and they got all bent up when we were putting them up. So, but they'll do. So we have a section with what's done, in progress, to do, backlog, and icebox. And then we use these little Post-its to put them up, and I have them color coded. So YouTube, Vegan Industries, Programming, Home, Audio Producer, Other. And so we just write up the tasks, and you can tell which ones I wrote and which ones my husband wrote because mine are all in permanent marker and his are all in pen. So I think this is a good way to keep track of all your tasks, so you know what to do and don't forget about anything. So I really like this system. So yeah. Over here, this is my husband's section. He's a computer programmer, so he's got his dual monitors and his tactile keyboard and mouse. And so he works over here. These are for when he gets speakers. They'll go on this. And then I'm not going to show you his drawers because they're not really organized yet. And he doesn't really use them. I just have like miscellaneous stuff in here, stored in there right now. And then we put up these bookshelves, take some knickknacks off. And so he has like his programming books up there. We have this little Cause Big Bird from Uniqlo, and our Nats bobbleheads and a couple other books. And then we have our TV mounted back here on the wall, so we can watch Twitch and YouTube while we're working. I don't listen to music when I'm taking photos, but sometimes I watch YouTube in the background. But my husband always has it going with Twitch generally. And that's actually my brother on the screen, Twitch streaming, and he likes to watch that. I think it's a little bit weird to watch your own brother stream, but and I don't know about computer programming, so it's boring to me. But so we have that, and then I'll show a photo. It's really nice. My husband got these things that cut out a hole in the wall, so the cords are running back through the wall, so you don't have to see them. So it looks really nice. So we did that for all the TVs and screens, so we don't have to stare at that. So that's really nice. But yeah, this is his spot. He loves it over here. Oh, his chair is just from Amazon. It was like $40 or something. So eventually he wants to upgrade to a Herman Miller chair. But we're gonna wait until the end of the year when they have their yearly sale, and since it's such an expensive purchase. So for now he's using this, and it's okay. He wishes it was a little higher, but it's reasonably comfortable. So over here we have some paintings by our good friend Ken Ives, and we actually turned these into pins as well. So we love these. I damaged one in DC. I bumped into it in the middle of the night. And then we have a really lovely view of the city out here. So that's one of our favorite things about living here, is having that lovely view. I'll insert a picture because I'm sure you can't see it. But yeah, we have a really nice view, so that's nice for your working. Look out there and enjoy the snow and the buildings and stuff. All right, so now we're in my closet in the office. And so right here, we just have this cart, and it's filled with miscellaneous business stuff. So we have like NFC tags and plastic bags that we need. Oops, that fell. And then up on top, we have all our tools. Up here, the drill and stuff, and our TV stands are there right now. These are for my lights that I use for when I'm taking photos of my pins. I hate disassembling them, so I just have them stored up here, and then the poles like this so that they're not in the way. But I hate assembling them, so I just leave them like that. I was very excited about that because I would just leave them in the middle of my kitchen before we moved here, and now at least I can put them in a closet. And then this is my husband's stuff for like electronics. It's taped because he's never going to use this box. That's also why it's named Alan is a Nerd, because if he opens this before we move here, I'll die. And then those are just like empty boxes of things that might have a resale value, so we keep the boxes so when we sell it we can give them the box too. And then we have our batteries right here. And then back in here is just, I shoved all the like organization things or artwork that we haven't hung up yet. It's just kind of hiding back there until it either has a place or we get rid of it. And then here are some drawers, and they're just filled with miscellaneous business stuff. I won't show you, it's pretty boring. Like, it's just like plastic bags. I haven't labeled them yet since we moved here. I still need to do that. These are extra bubble mailers. And then here is where we store all of our pins that we ship into Etsy, in these filing cabinets. So in here I have them kind of stacked up and labeled, and so they're just in there. It's a little bit hard to set it up, but I think it's nice because they're all stored and I can get to them easily. So I have them all here. And then these small drawers are where I keep the patches. They're a little bit disorganized because I need more space for them. I need to get another filing cabinet. So they're a little bit messy right now, but so that's where I store them. And then in these clear bins is where I store the back stock of pins that don't fit in here. So they sit here until either I ship them into Amazon or they get slow here and I fill it up here. And the rest of them are just pretty much empty bins that I don't have anything to go in right now. And then behind here I just have my camera bag. I love this. It's really, oh, there's also my laptop case, but I got this little insert for my backpack, and you can like rearrange it so it can hold all your camera stuff, so that's really cool. Because I just hate those like hideous little like nylon ones. So this is our camera bag. We take it out and about. And then a giant ruler that always comes in handy. This is where our big lights actually are supposed to be stored, but I never put them in there. And then a tripod and our shredder. And that's pretty much everything in here. I hope you enjoyed my apartment tour.
Ashley, it is okay that you said apartment tour instead of office tour in your outro. It is also okay that you filmed 3 takes and said apartment tour in all 3 takes.
I hope you enjoyed my apartment tour. If you did, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe. Next Wednesday, I'll be posting a new video, and I'm going to talk about where to get good plant pots. I have a lot of opinions, so tune in if you love greenery as much as I do. And just don't forget to subscribe to Nerd City.